Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is a part of our tutorial series on beginner level C++ interview questions. The topic of today's tutorial is object oriented programming in C++. In this tutorial we will see some fundamentals of Oop and some pillar of Oop programming in C++. So first of all we will see what is an object oriented programming is. Object oriented programming, as name suggests, it use object in programming. Object oriented programming aim to implement real world entities like inheritance, hiding, polymorphism, etc. in programming. The main aim of Oop is to bind together the data and the function that operate on them, so that no other part of code can access this data except the functions which we are allowing to access these data members. Some characteristics of object oriented programming language. So most important here is inheritance, then we have encapsulation, then we have object, classes, abstraction, and polymorphism. We will see each of them in detail one by one. First of all, we have classes. The building block of C++ that leads to object oriented programming is classes. It is a user defined data type which holds its own data member and member function. So it holds two things. First one is data member and second one is member function, which can be accessed by used by creating an instance of that class, and that instance is also known as object. For example, consider a class of car. There may be many cars with different name and brands, but all of them will share some common properties like all of them have 4 wheels, speed limit, mileage, range, etc. So here car is an object, car is in class, and wheel, speed limit, mileage are their properties. A car is a user defined type which has data member and member function. In this case the data member will be wheels, speed limit, and mileage, and member function will be the behavior of this car. For example, the when we apply brakes and increase speeds, these type of functions are known as member functions. We can say that class in C++ is a blueprint representing the group of objects which share some common properties and behavior. Next we have our objects. An object is an identifiable identity with some characteristics and behavior. An object is an instance of the class. When class is defined, no memory is allocated, but when it is instantiated, mean when an object is created of that class, memory is allocated for that object. Now we will see an code example of class and object. Let's suppose we have a class of person, and that person have two data member which are private. First one is this character name, and then it is int id. By the way, if you do not define any access specifier, then that will automatically be accessed as a private data member or member function. So this character id and character name and integer id is a private data member. Then we have our public member function, which is void get detail. Then we have our main class, our main function, inside of which we create an object of this person class. First of all, we have the name of the class, then we have the name of object, which is p1. Object take up space in memory and